Welcome to Learn Computer ABC tutorial series. This is a review of Windows 8 Consumer Preview. So, a few weeks back, Microsoft actually put on its servers the download of free download for Windows 8 Consumer Preview. And it was downloaded and installed. First thing that I noticed that it's quite lean. So this test was installed, actually this version was installed on my old Pentium 4 computer with 2 GB of memory. And I must say that I am quite surprised to see that it actually works very well. And when I mean well, it doesn't even seem slow. So they've done a tremendous job in making this version much leaner and much more faster, much faster than the other versions. You can see that the level of memory and of processor speed needed to work Windows 8 is much smaller than the previous Windows version. So you're always, first you're welcome with this greeting screen. And of course then you need to click on your user account. Two ways. You can either put the mouse pointer at the bottom of the screen and actually pull up the welcome screen, or you press any key on your keyboard and it actually does the same thing. And of course you click on your user account and you're greeted with this new Metro style interface. So this is a major change in Windows. No more desktops. It is available, but you'll see some differences. And you're greeted with what seems to be and probably will be new computers with touchscreens. So this is the Metro style interface, the same one that we have on Windows Phone. So anybody using Windows Phone already knows what this is about. And of course this means that you have to actually scroll. If you look at the bottom slightly here, I have to scroll left and right to actually have the full screen interface. And I must say that the right and left scrolling is not something that Windows people are really used to, and it feels kind of awkward at first, especially the first few hours that you're using it. I must say that you're not totally comfortable with any of this. And the main key that is actually used throughout this interface is the Windows key. The Windows key in past versions, you know, people have that on their keyboard and they just don't know what to do with it. Most of the time the only reason you're using the Windows keys to bring up the start menu. Well, if you notice, there aren't any start menu here. This is technically your start menu. Tiles that have different applications. And what's really cool with these tiles is that they are actually really live. So for example, you can see that I've put at the bottom left the weather, which is live. The news on the other tile, the news of the mail that I receive is actually live on that tile. If I put my Google Calendar on the upper right, you see calendar. The Google Calendar will actually be live and all my appointments will show up. So if you have pictures, you'll see miniatures of your pictures in the photo tile. You'll actually see, if you put Facebook, of course you'll have a tile with all the miniatures of pictures and information about your Facebook account, and it's live, so it tells you all the new stuff that's happening. So this is very nice because just with a glance of the tiles on your screen, you already know what's happening with all your accounts, your mail, your Facebook, your social life. And this is a real winner. For me, it's something that I think is extremely nice and very cool. And once you want to go on a tile and see something, all you have to do is just click on the tile and it brings you to the app that will actually show you what you have. So this is really, really nice for that. And you can have multiple accounts, of course. And to get out of a tile, so for example, no new messages here in my Google inbox. If I want to get out of this tile, all I have to do is press the Windows key on the keyboard and it brings back the tile desktop. So it didn't take me a lot of time for me to get acquainted and used to this interface. I think it's a great little interface, but of course it needs to be on a touchscreen computer. I don't see this interface on a regular computer or even on a desktop. I can't imagine somebody using a regular desktop with a mouse and keyboard on this interface. I think they're gonna get annoyed. I don't think it's gonna be really nice. So it opens the future to touch screens, touch laptops with touch screens, and of course, let's hope, a real Windows tablet. I think a real Windows tablet would be a nice device to have with this interface. It's very colorful, very nice. Of course, keep in mind that this is the consumer preview. It is not the final version, so many things can change until the end of the cycle when they're gonna bring us the real finished version. And news is that the finished version should be somewhere late October or mid-November, about the same timeline that Windows 7 had, because they want to have this thing out for Christmas so that people start buying those new computers with Windows 8 installed. So this is the first video. Keep in mind, I'll do another video where we'll see a little bit more the inside workings of the Windows 8. I will split this in a few videos, 2 or 3 at most, depending on what I find and what I want to do. So this was the first little review. Look for 1 or 2 more videos on the Learn Computer channel, because you'll see another one where we'll actually go on the internet and use some of those styles and see how they work. And also see what's under the hood, what is still the same and what's not. So if you like these videos, click on the subscribe channel. You'll be informed when all those videos get online. If you have comments or suggestions, they're always welcome. And you can also email us at learncomputerabc@gmail.com. So thanks for watching.